Missing EMT who feared she was being followed has been found safe almost 1 week after disappearing. Lachelle Jordan, age 30, has been located alive. She was brought to the Cleveland Clinic for medical treatment. Jordan was last seen Saturday and reported missing on Sunday. Prior to her disappearance, she was reportedly scared that she was being followed or stalked. According to local news outlet, she walked into an open pantry convenience store around midnight Thursday night and asked for help. Quote, she looked nervous, very tired, and like someone had fought with her. She says someone had tried to end her, and that was stated by a store clerk. The clerk also stated that Jordan's t shirt was ripped and it looked like it had been burnt. She reportedly asked to use a cell phone, and video shows her making a call. Surveillance video obtained by a local news outlet shows a barefoot Jordan limping as she entered the door of the convenience store. It appeared from the video that her white shirt is torn. Once inside, she is seen touching the plastic partition at the checkout counter. The store clerk gave her a cell phone and she immediately called the police. Jordan reportedly told the dispatchers that she had been taken. Jordan's father, Joseph Jordan, stated that he has seen his daughter briefly and then she appeared alert. He also stated that police are also investigating. Prior to her disappearance, Jordan was reportedly scheduled to appear in court in a case involving 65-year-old Michael Stinson, who was indicted in May on 2 counts of R and 1 count of abduction. Before his scheduled court appearance on Monday, Stinson was arrested and charged with violating a protective order and menacing by stalking, although officials at the time didn't confirm whether his arrest is in connection to Jordan. Cleveland's Emergency Medical Service Union president, Mark Barrett, stated in a statement that he was relieved to hear the good news. Quote, we are happy she's been found alive and safe. We ask that she be given time to heal. We remain ready to support her and her family any way we can. Yo, this is why I've done and covered the stories that I've covered before. I just want to say before I start going off, I'm ecstatic. I'm very happy that Miss Jordan is found alive. I'm happy that she is safe. I'm happy that she is breathing. I'm happy that her father gets to see his daughter again. Because remember back in the article, it stated that he was able to see her, and then after that, he didn't see her. Right? That could have been, the very last time that he would have pretty much saw his daughter ever again, because we already know, how a lot of these stories end up. Now, this is the main reason why I've covered the stories that I've covered, why I've said the things that I've stated, specifically to black women. I've said this time and time and time and time and time again. I'm like, hey, black women, so that things out here, you got men out here who do not care. You got men out here who are going to do what it is they want to do. And in order for you to protect yourself, it will behoove you to go out here and get your license to carry. It would behoove you to go out here and learn some self-defense. Go take some self-defense classes instead of trying to go get your nails done, buy a dress, trying to get some red bottoms, trying to keep up with, your girlfriends and your coworkers and all this other type of stuff. Instead of trying to keep up with an appearance on IG or, whatever YouTube channel, whatever it is that you're doing. Instead of doing all of that stuff it doesn't place value specifically on your life, do something that is going to put value on your life. Do something that is going to help you live longer. Learning how to carry, learning how to get, the specific training on how to break down, that weapon, knowing the ins and the outs, going out to the range, taking your girlfriends out to, go get self-defense training. I'm repeating this like a broken, broken record because people ain't listening. Because I keep saying that every single time, like, yo, if y'all go out here and do this, guess what? This is, information that is infinite. You can consistently build on it, right? You can decide yourself as a black woman, like, all right, I know, both of these things. Let me open up my own school. Let me open up my own class. So the teachers are going to be black women, right? The trainers are going to be black women. The women there are going to be black women. It's going to be owned by a black woman. Then on top of that, you could sit up there and start up an initiative where like let's say you got paid classes, right? Then you can set up to be like, all right, we made a quite a bit during like half of the year, so we're going to offer like a free class or whatever it is to some of the young women directly out there, so that they can learn this knowledge, right? And even if that's not the case, right? All of those women that specifically go to that class, they can teach that knowledge to their young daughters. They can teach that to their granddaughters. They can teach that to their nieces. They can teach that to another girl in the community. That's a wealth of knowledge. That's something that will never get old. That's something that you could always forever use. And I still don't understand why it is that I don't see black women out here really advocating to go out there and spend money, like literally throwing money. Why is it that I don't see black women building up these schools for black women? And the reason I'm stating it like this, right? Because some people will jump up here and say, like, oh, why do we have to build it for ourselves? You guys are the protectors. You should build the school for us. The reason why I'm sitting up there stating that is that if there was a shelter that was specifically, if I wanted to build a shelter for women, do you really think that those women will feel safe? Knowing the fact that a black man built that shelter, knowing all of the things that they went through, right? All of the things that they had to face, right? Do you really think that they would feel safe if I built a shelter for them and I said that, hey, you can, come here, you're going to be safe? Do you really think that they're going to trust me? No, they're not. So this is why I'm sitting up there stating that very easily black women can do this, right? Like I said, this is all about black women feeling comfortable. This is about them feeling safe, right? There is nothing that I can sit up there and do realistically for me to make black women feel loved, for them to feel valued, respected, safe, and all. There's nothing that I can sit up there and do, because the only thing that's going to happen is that they're going to see me the exact same as whoever did whatever to them, and that just is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about that. Right. And I'm not going to try to change that. Like I said, however people, see it, however people deem it, it is what it is. Right. Only time can sit up there and change those things. I can't sit up there and do that. So again, this is why I'm telling black women, putting you guys to task to sit up there and get these things done, to start these initiatives so that you can teach your daughters these things. Right. So you can give over this wealth of knowledge. Like I said, there was a day that I wished that if everything was to go as planned, that instead of me looking at social media and just seeing like women doing the same thing that they've been doing, you would see women, in a sense, establishing, like, bigging up each other, like, yo, this is, my girl, she went to this self-defense class. Like, look at my daughter, like, look at her training, and look at her, her mental fortitude, look at her getting stronger, look at her working out, and all that. Like, I thought, for me, I thought that would be a positive thing, right? Black mothers and daughters sharing in this learning experience, right? They're both, learning about themselves, learning about each other, and this is like a growing thing, right? Right, camaraderie. And then you got other black women there that are also doing the exact same thing, and then you can, formulate, friendships, lifelong bonds, and things of that nature, right? In my mind, I thought that that would be a good look. I thought that that would be a good image versus a lot of, the same old images that we see on social media. Obviously, I was wrong, right? Like I said, I can admit when I'm wrong. Obviously, I was wrong. And the main thing that I've always stated before is that I can't want more for other people than what it is that they want for themselves. I can't sit up there and love black women more, right, than what they love themselves. I can't substitute that for you. You have to be the ones to sit up there and actually love yourself, knowledge yourself, value yourself, respect yourself. Anything that I do, essentially is an add on, to be real. But whatever I give should not substitute what it is that you should be able to give specifically to yourself. So again, for, quite a few years, it's me saying the exact same thing that I've been stating. And I feel like I'm going to be still doing this years and years and years down the road. and it's going to be an exact same message, and it's still going to fall on deaf ears. So hopefully, black women will actually listen to this video. They will actually share this video. Hopefully, somebody amongst you will get the idea of like, hey, let's get some like-minded people together. Let's start up this business. Like, I heard this story about this young EMS worker. She felt that she was being followed. She felt she was being stalked, and you know, it happened. Like I said, and again, I don't want this to be you. This is why I do the stories that I do. This is why I say the things that I state. But, you know,